As we speak, ISIS fighters are destroying the ancient city of Nimrud. This is the ancient capital of the Assyrian Empire. It is one of the most honored ancient cities in the world. They're destroying our history as we speak. Associated Press explains, Islamic State militants hammered, bulldozed, and ultimately blew up parts of the ancient Iraqi Assyrian city of Nimrud, destroying a site dating back to the 13th century BC. An online militant video purportedly shows. And in that video, you see them using sledgehammers, jackhammers, saws, and just about everything else they can get their hands on to destroy those parts of human history. It is an enormously arrogant act. Look, there's so many things to be upset at ISIS over. Obviously, they burn people alive, they behead people on tape, and all of those are horrible and atrocious. So it's kind of a weird thing to say, but this act seems particularly and historically selfish. They're so absolutely sure that they are right and that everything else doesn't matter that they can go ahead and take all of human history in their hands and bulldoze it because their version of radical Islam is right anyway, so you're not going to need those ancient artifacts from the Assyrians. It is horrific. And ironically, they don't even believe it. I'll explain why in a second. First, let me give you their quote. They say, God has honored us in the Islamic State to remove all these idols and statues worshipped instead of Allah in the past days. First of all, it's the past days. It's not like the Assyrians are around today saying, oh, we got to believe in the winged man-headed lions or bulls that they featured as in their arts and the many gods that they had. There's nothing to fight today. All you're doing is spitting in our eye. Now look, I'm not in the camp of getting goaded by these guys. Their whole point is to goad us into fighting back, dropping too many bombs in that general area and inciting people to join them. So don't fall into that trap. At the same time, it's perfectly okay to hate them. And I can't help but feel that way because it's not their history that they're ruining. It's all of our history, human history that they're ruining. The Assyrians go back to 2500 BC, some of the oldest civilization we have in human history. It's not their right to destroy that. It's not their place. Obviously, they don't care about rights and places, etc. I know how they operate, but it's them saying to the rest of the world, we know that we're so right that we don't give a damn about anyone else on the planet. Now, I'm positive that religion is wrong, but I would never destroy their religious artifacts. I would never destroy churches or mosques or temples because I'm not that arrogant. I'm not that bad a person. And ISIS is declaring to the world that is who we are. We are prime evil in this sense, whether it's what we do to human beings or what we do to humanity overall. Now, finally, the great irony is, if they really believed in Allah, then why does Allah need them to destroy Nimrud? Can't he do that on his own? Aren't the Assyrians already gone? Aren't they theoretically burning in hell right now because they didn't believe in the proper God? Why does God need ISIS? Why would Almighty Creator of the universe need this ragtag bunch of idiots to make a video destroying human artifacts when if he wanted to, he could do a flood destroying them all? He could do an Armageddon that destroys everybody, but yet he never shows up. And the reality is ISIS does those things because they know that God is never showing up. They know that it isn't real. They know the Assyrians aren't burning in hell. They know it in their core. That's why they have to strike out here, because they know God isn't coming. So in the end, the final irony is they're actually the least religious, the least believers, the ones that have the least amount of faith on the whole planet, yet they destroy our humanity and our history anyway. That's who they are.